Do that, let's have a piece of music from the Fife Accordion Band. It's a waltz, Rosebud by my early walk, I loon a laddie between, and my love is like a red, red rose. That's a nice chorus of that one. To finish the Fife Accordion Band there with a waltz. A rosebud by my early walk, I loony a laddie between, and my love is like a red, red rose. And sitting right opposite me now is Jimmy Martin from Kelty, who's the driving force behind that band. Before we start the band, Jimmy, I'm going to put you, I didn't speak to you about this before, but this is sort of things I do in this programme. Bearing in mind the type of music that you encourage in your band, where would you be sitting if I had to read out these two letters and choose about Tollefson's performance?
Oh, yes. Well, Tollefson's a very nice player. And I mean, in the programme, I think you should have nice music as well as some of the Scottish stuff. So I think I would be on Tollefson's side, the Tollefson side of the music.
Well, after all, so, the kids are encouraged to play bows,
exactly.
Aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. When was the Fife Accordion Band started?
Well, I started with them about 2 years ago. And they wanted to enter competitions, so I encouraged them.
Well, you started 2 years ago. Had they been on the go before that?
They had been on the go before that, yes. And they broke up a bit, So they asked if I would come along and rehearse them for competition, so I did. And we've been very successful. And we are now the current British champions in the 2 years, so I'm very proud of it.
Well, that's very good. That's great progress in the 2 years. Do you encourage competition tunes then, or is a tune set for you in competitions?
Well, a lot are set, yes. You have a test piece usually, and we do the test piece. Some you could use in concerts later, but some are very, a wee bit out of concert stuff. You'd have the people walking out the hall, you see. So I encourage that, and we usually pick another number, on choice stuff ourselves,
Yeah, just something to give the balance.
Oh, yes.
How many players when you started with them then?
There was 8. 8 and an organ player, and we were actually competing against bands with maybe 20 musicians. When they came on the stand, you wondered when they were going to stop. 15 in for this side, I say that must be them all, and another 15 comes in for the other side. And I mean, we were 8, so it's very difficult, but they were well rehearsed. We always rehearse them well.
And how many now?
We have 14 now.
14. Do you think this is a working sort of group? Do you think if it gets a wee bit too big, maybe?
Well, I don't think I would go over about maybe 20 musicians.
You're right, that's enough to cope with.
Permutations.
Yeah.
Permutations. The more you have, the more chance you have a mistake. But no, they are well rehearsed, and no, I don't think I would go over 20.
No. Where do you meet, Jimmy?
We meet in Lochgelly, in a bar, actually. It's a back room of a bar, and we have access to, so it's quite nice.
And what's the sort of age group?
14 up to 21. Not counting myself.
Now, coming from, you're from Kelty, how far an area are you taking them in?
I would say a radius about 12 miles, 12 miles.
Now, have they got to be proficient players before they come to you? Have they got other teachers?
Well, no, really. No? Yes, they have other teachers, but we take them in, and if the part's simple, we'll give it to the players who are not so well versed as the better players. But still, we take them in and we encourage them, and we really work on them.
Yes.
And they do very well.
So you're not hiding any of them?
Oh, no.
No,
they're all solos, really. We could get a solo off any of them, really, if we had to.
Yeah. Well, we had that first set there, a waltz. Our second set coming up is a set of reels. You better introduce him for us. What are we getting now?
The Apple Tree, the Drummer, and the Archie Mingus.
Fife accordion band there with a set of reels, the Apple Tree, the Drummer, and Archie Mingus. And back to my guest, Jimmy Martin. Let's concentrate on yourself now, Jimmy. It's great to see you encourage the youngsters now, but how old were you when you first played the accordion?
About 9-year-old. 9-year-old I started. And I lost my father when I was 10, so I didn't do very much until I came out of the forces, actually.
Did you not have a box till you came out of the forces?
I had a wee box, but it lay aside, it was too small, and when I came out of the forces I had to buy a bigger one, of course. And I really started then, and I would say I was self-taught, really, because I put a lot of time in. I used to practice 6, 7, 8 hours a night when I could.
So much so that you went full-time professional?
I went full-time professional when I was 21.
Did you enjoy these days?
Oh, yes, great.
Which sort of area did you play?
Well, I started in Edinburgh, and I was in France. I've been in Spain, the Tangiers, Gibraltar, Norway.
Well, come here. You wouldn't play Scottish music there, for me.
Well, we were actually in Gibraltar. Yes, we did a lot of Scottish stuff, but the rest was playing American basses. You had to play dance music and modern dance music.
Was it the same band, Jimmy, or did you flit around?
No, I flitted about. I had 1 or 2 bands, because in American bases, if you're with a good band, it lasts. If you're not, it doesn't. So it was a case of finding a good band. And, well, I was with a band for about 3 years in Spain, which was quite good. Good band. Very good band.
Playing some of these dances or some of these venues, if you play a long, long time, it might get a wee bit boring, but there must be things happen that lightens your load.
Oh, you get a few laughs. That's right. You get a few laughs at some of the one I mentioned already was in the George Hotel in Edinburgh, where a guest came up and asked us to play You Are the One. So the boss says, do you know a tune called You Are the One? And we're going through all our music, you see. Couldn't find it at all. So the gentleman comes back after a wee while and he says, by the way, he says, I haven't heard my request. I'm sorry, sir, but we don't seem to know this tune. You Are the One. He says, oh, come on. He says, everybody knows this tune. It goes, da, 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 you are the one. Night and day, of course.
Night and day. Night
So
and day.
we gave him a new name.
But you were playing night and day at that time. If you weren't playing, you were
Yes.
travelling, weren't you?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Aye.
And I believe you also had association with that wee money. It was in this programme not so long ago, Bill Wilkie.
Billy, yes, Billy, fine lad. Billy, I was his manager in the Dundee shop, and Billy and I had a few laughs.
So you've
Very.
been going to Perth as long as I have.
Oh, yes. Aye.
Going to the accordion things.
Yes.
This next tune we're getting, you spoke to me before we come on the air, Degro's Serenade, and at the time you suggested sort of offhand to me, the kids are not too happy with this one. Why is this though?
Well, it's a nice tune. It's a very nice melody. I heard it years and years ago, so I thought I would do an arrangement of this number for the kids. So we play it, and when I say, well, the next number's Digo Serenade, all the faces go, oh, no. But I think it's a lovely melody, and the kids play it very well.
It makes them work.
It makes them work, exactly.
Let's listen to them now.